Man, I got some friendship bracelets in the mail last night. We hit 80 days today. Like, opening night is coming up. The
Oh yeah.
spirit is in the air, you know. Like, I don't know about you, Craig, but I feel pretty good. How you feel tonight?
Hey man, we creeping up. Believe it or not, we are creeping up on opening night.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's almost crazy to think about because we were just at HHN last September, and it's all and HHN 35, the anniversary year. It's gonna be the biggest anniversary year of them all.
I
It's
might
all it's already like 2-3 months out. It's so crazy how time is just flown by, and we're on announcement season. It's heating up. Construction everywhere, rumors running rampant. We just ready to get to the madness, man.
Yeah, man. And we're joined by the crew, man, joined by our family. We got the Doom Buddies in the house. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the show again.
Thank you for having us.
So
Always,
excited to be
always.
here.
And then we got Josephine the Supreme up there in the other corner.
Hello, police.
Back. All right, so look, we got a bit of a cool one tonight because we didn't want to just talk about announcements. Plus, we don't have any announcements right now. So we're gonna do something fun, and this is going to be a two-parter. So welcome to a two-part series with us, along with the Doom Buddies, along with Joe, and we are going to be creating our dream kind of all-star HHN lineup. And this is how it's gonna work. Each of us have picked three houses, three of our all-time favorite houses. It doesn't matter what year. It could be from the first year. It could have been from last year. It doesn't matter. And we're going to put them all out and kind of break everything down and figure out a dream lineup. So here's how it's going to work tonight. I'm going to go around the table. We're going to talk about all of our picks tonight with no votes. And then we're going to put the layout or the lineup out there, everything that we picked. And we're going to have you, the listeners, vote on what you think are the best houses. And we'll tally everything up. And on the next episode, we'll talk about it. And we'll talk about what that official lineup is. So, if everybody's ready to go, I'm going to start with Aaron. Your top three. It doesn't matter. Run it out there. Let us know why you picked those. What you got?
All right. So, number one, I have not been in this house, but I have seen the footage of it. And being the sci-fi horror fan that I am, my first one is Alien versus Predator house. Again, I did not go in this, but man, do I wish I did because it looked incredible. It had face huggers, xenomorphs, predators, the Predators ship. They had the Queen Alien at the end. Are you kidding me? Like, that would be the perfect house for me. I'm sad that I wasn't there for that. So that is my number one. I really wish that I could have experienced it myself, but it seems like such a badass house. Like it has to be in the top, at least in my opinion. So that's my number one. My number two is going to be Wicked Growth. This house I did experience. It is the quintessential Halloween vibes house. It had witches, goblins. It had the Pumpkin Lord. It was just an incredible vibe. It was like mystical, magical, spooky. It had jack-o'-lanterns and I don't know.
That's the birth of Little Boo.
Yes, the birth of Little Boo. That's right. So that was an incredible house. And then obviously they took the icon of that house and made him an icon in, I forget which year it was. It was the following year, correct?
Yeah.
So that is one of my top houses ever. So that had to be on my list. And then my third, I wrote down a few just because I wasn't sure if maybe we would repeat. Options. So
we've already repeated. I'll let you know that. We
okay.
Well, if we need to throw more in there.
If we need to throw more in there, it's because I did write down more. So then I will put as my third, Jason versus Freddy. So again, a house that I didn't experience myself.
Absolute banger.
Yeah. Oh, damn. So if anyone knows me and Kate, I love Jason. He's my favorite slasher, and Freddy is Kate's favorite. And I just can imagine us going through that house. Again, I watched a walkthrough, and I can just imagine us having the time of our life and just freaking out because they're our favorites, and them going against each other it's like a match made in hell. Like, so I just absolutely think that would be, I mean, having them, Jack had them in the Carnival of Carnage. So it only makes sense to have like these iconic slashers in one of the houses in the lineup. So I had to add them just because it's not only our favorites, but I mean, they're in the Jack's Carnival of Carnage too. So it works out.
Yeah, no, that's a solid list you got right there. Like, and some of those definitely crossed my mind too, especially, well, I'll talk about it when it's my turn, but you definitely hit it on the head, especially with Jason and Freddy. Like, I did not think about that one, but that's a classic. Like, you can't forget about that. So, all right,
100%.
Kate Aaron coming in with some bangers, but Kate, what's up? What you got?
All right, let's see. Let's consult the list, guys. All right. Well, my number one is a banger here. Graveyard Games from HHN 29. That was actually the first year that I ever went. Haven't been going to the event that long. So sad.
I know.
But that is such an iconic house. You hear that talked about a lot in the HHN community. So I'm really glad that was something that I got to experience my first year. And I think that's why it holds up for me, because it is such a like nostalgic experience. Like I chased that feeling that I got from that house.
Yeah.
I really liked even before you went in the house, they had the projection on the outside of the building with the like fake, almost like Twitter, Facebook feed that all the kids were like typing to each other and sending each other videos and messages, and like it was setting it up really well before you even went in. Like you could figure out what the story was, because this was kind of even before I was getting into like too much of the lore of the backstories of the houses and stuff, so I was able to figure it out even just waiting in line. So yeah, I knew we were in for a good time. And then just going in that house, like it was beautiful. Like, you know, they do it to the nth degree every time, but the setup of it was that the cemetery is kind of like almost like a spiral, and there's like rings to it, and then you get to the center where this main character is, and they refer to her, I forget what they call her, the glowing mother or something like that, and she's like the main character of the whole thing. But you go through, and it just stuck in my brain, just the way that the path was set out. It felt so long. I'm like, when is this gonna end? I'm just going through and going through. It felt like a labyrinth, and I was getting scared the whole time. Like, you know, it wasn't a dull moment in that place. And one of the scares that always stuck out to me was there was like a statue of her at one point, and you know, they're distracting you by having you look at her, and then up from underneath her feet, like there was like a little trap door, or like a covered with a cloth, and somebody came right up from out of there. I had no idea that was going to happen, and that is like a core scare memory for me.
That's awesome.
I'll never forget it. Love that. And there was also like a pitch black soundproof hallway at one point that I just wasn't expecting, because everything was so immersive and well decorated, well themed, that they dropped you off in this hallway that was pitch black. And I'm like, oh, like, where do I go? What do I do? Like, they took out all the senses from you, and it was like a huge shock scare moment. So love that. Graveyard Games. Wish I had a time machine.
Shout out Graveyard Games, man.
I wish I went.
It's so good. Have you ever even watched the walkthrough? We'll watch it later.
Yeah.
The walkthrough does not do this house.
I know. My number two would be, we got to throw it out to our Universal Monsters, From that same year, that it's literally, the house was just called Universal Monsters, but it's from HHN 29. That was the year that they had every monster. Like, they tried to feature a little scene or even just a little nod to all of the monsters. You had the creature from the Black Lagoon, you had Quasimodo, you had the Phantom of the Opera, you had Mummy, Dracula, Frankenstein, the Bride. Like, literally everybody was
banger after banger.
And they had their own like special moments, and like I specifically can remember the bell tower scene for from Hunchback. You had Quasimodo like actually ringing the bells, and he was even like, he came down from like a rope. In the Phantom of the Opera like section of it, they had a mirror maze. And like they had the big chandelier with like the flickering light. Like, if you love those characters, you love the classics, which who doesn't?
We
like
love
that.
them.
It just was such a, and it, I mean, obviously it was scary. They did get me with some good scares, but it just felt like, it felt right being there.
Iconic.
It felt like this is the place. Universal is the place for horror. Like this, it just feels good.
Yeah, 100%.
That it gives
Yes. And then my number 3 is from HHN 20 in 2021. That's HHN Icons Captured.
Let's go.
Absolutely.
That's fire.
I really like apparently that's my theme here, is I like the houses that have like every character that you could throw in together, because I want to see them all.
I mean, that's solid. Like, there's so much lore with those characters. Like,
because I mean, we haven't been going to the event for very long in the grand scheme of things, but I remember watching like Travel Channel specials about HHN and just seeing other creators going, back before I even knew what content creating was.
yeah,
And seeing them like post these videos of these characters and being like, who are they? Like, I want to know more about them, getting to learn about them, then finally going this year and getting to see them all in one house. Like, that was like, oh my God, like they served it up for me. Like, here you go, Kate. This is what you wanted. Enjoy.
yeah.
And we loved it. Like,
Yeah.
Specifically, I'm remembering the scene with the usher in the theater.
Oh, so
smelling
good.
the popcorn. He got us every time with his flashlight and telling us to be quiet because we were screaming too loud.
Yep.
Sorry, usher.
Mm-hmm.
And then like in the caretaker scene, he got us every time with his shears and like putting them into the body, and then you get sprayed with the blood and you smelled the scent of like the rose, like the wilted flowers in the
in his
the
house,
funeral
yes.
parlor, like all those just little things. Like I could sit here and I could smell it now, I could see it now, and that's why I feel like it just holds up so strong on my list, because it's so like influential to my memory.
Yes.
And it even had more references. Not only did they have those like 7 icon characters, but you had fear in it.
Yes.
Like that's deep lore. You had references to the Terror Queen. You
Yep.
had references to Jack's brother Eddie. You had references to Bloody Mary. Like
yes.
all of this deep HHN lore. They were like, this is for you fans. Like
if you don't know
the ultimate fan service, but in the best way. Like it was chef's kiss.
It's true. And kind of like going back to what you were saying, Nick, like if you didn't really know the lore and like looking back, knowing the lore, like knowing that the entrance was us going into Fear's lantern, and that Fear had all of these totems, which the totems are like facing outwards towards us as you're going in the lantern. Right. And you're like, these are his like little totems of the icons. Like it's just so cool. Like it's so a chef's
satisfying.
kiss.
It just feels so good as a nerdy
yes.
HHN fan who loves that lore
yes.
element. It just was so satisfying.
And Perfect. I've always felt like any of that stuff with the icons or the monsters, that's an ode to the true diehard HHN fans. Like you got to know there were a bunch of people that went through there that didn't understand what was going on. But for us, we were probably in there fangirling so much that the people that wear the black outfits that just have the sticks trying to keep people moving, they got to tell us to keep moving. You know what I'm saying? Because we just want to stay in there and bask in that.
That's exactly it.
100%.
Yeah. Love that house. Love both of y'all's lists. That's fire. Kicking it off right. All right,
Absolutely.
this is where we come in with Joe. She just started going last year, but
Say all these are walkthroughs that I have not done specifically.
you did your research though.
I did. I have categories
So
for each of them. So it's not really a ranking, but they're just categories.
what you got? Let us know.
So my first category is like it's Evil Dead Rise, 2023, I believe, right? 2023. So that is the category of just a franchise that I oh shit. We got murder. The earring. I love that franchise. So like that is I would just fangirl over it just because I want to be in the set in general. And then one of them that I want to actually get scared. I want to go in a house and actually get scared. That's a criteria. And that's gonna be Exorcist Believer because I hate the D word. Don't laugh at me, Craig. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because you're gonna get mad at my first choice, and that's fine. But it's okay. So I don't you start, but I don't like the D word. Possession, that shit scares the absolute mess out of me in real life. So I want to get scared. Okay. And this one, I feel like I would just be hooting and hollering with my goblins. I don't give a fuck. Goblins Feast. I'm doing it, and I do not care. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. That looked like it's better than okay. We're not gonna do that. It's better.
We
so
agree
fun.
with you,
I
Joe.
love Goblin
Thank
Feast.
you.
I love
Thank-
Goblin Feast.
I
It
knew.
looks so fun. It looks like it is just a fun house to go through to gallop with the goblins. I want to gallop. I want to gallivant with them. It looks so fun. Get the hell out of here, Craig. It's better than Yeti. Ain't no they should have been Bigfoot. Ain't no snow in there. There's snow on the sea. Okay.
That could be a whole nother episode about a couple of houses from that year that I didn't understand because I'm sorry. You don't take Dueling Dragons out of Islands of Adventure then make that shit a house and think that it's supposed to hit the same way like the roller coaster, and it just didn't.
Because it did not.
We love that one.
I'm so sorry.
Ain't this
it wasn't bad. The house was beautiful. The house was definitely
It was.
Oh, it was. Like I love the Merlin intro, phenomenal. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. The execution just didn't hit for me.
I think my lure with that house is just that they got rid of the roller coaster. I'm still mad. Hagrid's is cool, but I'll wait 90 minutes for Dueling Dragons like all night long before I do it for Hagrid's. I'm just saying, but that's different topic though. Different topic.
Don't let the Potter fans hear that.
I already know they will. I mean, Britt might hear me in another room and she might come get me for that. So that'd be a whole.
She might Avada Kedavra your ass.
Hey, she just might. All right. Craig, what you got, man?
All right. So here's my list. At number 1, we gotta go with the reason why this channel has a name in the first place. We gotta go with Dead Man's Pier Winter's Wake.
I already knew that was gonna be on your
And
I'm about to start crying right now.
Nick, you already know what it is, man.
Bro.
That house was just unbelievable. And that's just like the one word that I can use to describe that house because I haven't like called a house beautiful until I went up in there. Like the detail, the set pieces, the facade when you come out, I won't even call it facade. I'm just calling it atmosphere because as soon as you up in there, you dropped up in there. You in the wharf, you entering up in there, the undead sailormen and the
lighthouse
ghost,
and
the lighthouse.
It
was crazy. Like, and let me not mention the ghost lady playing that violin all the way at the top. I was like, oh yeah, this house got it for sure.
I was locked in before we even got past the lighthouse itself. Like
I was locked in when we was going in, bro. Yeah. Like not even like as soon as I felt the cold and I saw the wharf, I was like, That's it.
Yeah.
But that would be number one. Short and sweet. Number two, I would have to say Insidious. And
hey,
I will
put it on record. Out of every HHN house we've been in, that is the only house that I've seen Craig get dropped in, and it was that one. I
and that's one of the reasons why it's in my top three, because I did get dropped, and it was that quadruple scare at the end with all of the demons and ghosts from the franchise. Another reason why is because I'm the biggest Insidious fan out there. Now the recent movies ain't hit as much as the first two did, which are my favorites, but that's okay. I'll give it a pass because when you're, an Insidious fan, or even if you're not an Insidious fan, if you've seen the movies, going into that house, it didn't really have to give you that much exposition. It didn't have to really give you like a story behind it, because at that point, everybody knew what Insidious was. Everybody seen the movie, so it's almost like they didn't have to explain anything. They could just do what they did, which was just drop you in that environment, in the different environments of the films, and you just honestly, the vibes just went up as soon as we walked through that big ass red door. I was like, oh yeah. We here.
Yeah.
But that is 2. 3, I would say I have a tie. Now, it was hard picking this 3 because the two houses that was, combating each other, I just had to go.
I'm cool with a tie.
I just had to go with a tie. First house I would have to say is from this past year, and that is WWE Horrors of the Wyatt Six. And everybody knows I'm the biggest pro wrestling fan out there. As soon as they announced, as soon as the rumors ran rapid, I didn't want to believe it because the last wrestling house they did was Undertaker in LA in 2002, and so it was a long time ago. And so I obviously didn't want to believe it. I think it was too good to be true. But as soon as that announcement dropped, I was like, yes, because again, I love pro wrestling. I love the Wyatt Six stable, tribute to Bray, and the fact that brought pro wrestling fans to the event and a whole new fan base to experience the whole event. That's just what different IPs and different things just bring to the event as a whole. It brings new fans. It brings people that didn't hear about HHN before or heard things and always want to experience it, but now they get to experience their, favorite franchise or thing or whatever IP is going on. And I love that.
Yeah.
But in terms of the house as a whole, I love the Easter eggs. I love the vibe of it. The scare actors was on one, and they were huge. The guy that played Uncle Howdy, tall, like and menacing, and it was like the whole vibe of it was great, and the different characters of the stable that had their own different unique areas, especially like I know Nick marked out at Huskus the pig boy.
Oh yeah,
because he's a pig character. So
yeah, I wear a pig mask every night when we're out of HHN. So
he went crazy. But and then the tributes to Bray, of course. But I remember my first time going through that house, I did get emotional with all the other wrestling fans because when you grow an attachment to not just the person, and you involve yourself in pro wrestling, and you see the different tributes, and you've seen this and you've seen not just the character they portray, but the person grow up throughout the years, and you just see the tender love and care that has put through the house that only HHN can do. Phenomenal. So that's the part 1 of my 3. The part 2 of the 3, I would have to say, is El Artista, and that came from this past year as well. The same people that was behind Dead Man's Pier, They truly knocked it out of the park. I'm pretty sure there's details in that house that I still ain't seen, even though we went through that house like 3-4 times.
Knocked it clean out of the park.
There's like a sort of ambiance and a sort of vibe that you can only get from houses like that. And I'm gonna say the same thing like how I said about Dead Man's Pier. You go into the sound stage and you're just instantly dropped up in the environment. Like the facade of the manor was insane, and you kind of get like the background story as as you walk through the house, and how the paintings come to life with the demons possessing the paintings, and then as you get and the detail as you get further and further within the house, everything comes more to life, and the house and the house grounds gets more withered till Sergio falls victim to his work, and he ultimately becomes a part of his own work. It's just a phenomenal job that the team has did with that house, and Nick knows about. Well, he actually met one of the actors that played Sergio one of the nights.
Oh yeah, really cool.
We left, so that was dope. But he has a story about that. But El Artista, truly phenomenal, knocked it out of the park. That's my top 3. I'm done.
I'm shocked to hear that El Artista made that cut, because there were a couple other houses that I just totally expected.
I was about to say the same thing. I was literally about to say, I thought the Bugs Life was going to be on yours because I know you like that house a lot. I know you like that's your house, babe. That's your house bill.
Hey, it is. Bugs Eating Alive. I can't lie.
The Bug.
But that's because
After Hours is
like
on your list.
It's like
I thought After Hours was for sure.
It's like a mental thing, but I did forget about Weekend After Hours Nightmare. I wasn't thinking about the time it didn't come to my mind. But that's part 3. That's part 3. Weekend After Hours Nightmare. Just
all right. Yeah.
If I explain that house, that's gonna take us past the limit. So go ahead.
Whole nother episode right there. I appreciate how you all were like, we got 3, but we got a lot more, because I've been thinking about this and it really is hard to narrow these down. But the ones that I really want to talk about that I would like to really put on the list, for one, is actually A Quiet Place. I actually really loved that house. I could not stand that they didn't like have somebody in front of the house with a sign telling people, shut the hell up when y'all go through the house. Don't say anything. Because that was the only thing that threw it off. But per our first walkthrough of that house, I was floored by the detail. And that it was a detail thing for me strictly on that house.
Absolutely.
And of course, with people being quiet going through, like, that was great. But Quiet Place would definitely make that list for me, especially like on the IP side of things. Now, where it gets hard is with these originals, because this next one is one that I personally feel that Craig and I like. Okay, you know what? Let me put it this way. It's kind of the same way that Craig and I felt about Goblin's Feast. Like, it's the community against me and Craig on this one, but I feel like it's me and Craig against the community on this one, and that is Triplets of Terror.
Hello.
That was my shit. Like, the only issue was that they didn't play the podcast while we waited in line so we could see, get the lore and the backstory. But when you walk in and this is this ongoing, extremely active crime scene, like, there's so much shit going on. I can still remember to the exact moment Craig and I walked in there. And as soon as we walked in there, people were like, oh, quiet, just like going into the house and shit. But we started hyping up the actors and everything. We're like, bring it the fuck on. Let's go. Like, we got hyped up, man. Hyped up. So Triplets of Terror definitely makes the list. And this is kind of where we get into this tie category, right? Because Dolls Let's Play Dead makes the list. 100%. It makes the list for me. I love Dolls. It was really cool. It was really wacky, which I think that it was supposed to be wacky. But when you go from one room and you getting like melted to the wall by a hot glue gun, and then the next room you're in an easy bake oven, then there's a random clown in the next room. There's just too much going on. But I loved it. I don't know what it was.
Joe knows about that clown.
Yeah,
Shut the
that
hell up. Okay.
clown fucked Joe up.
All I'm gonna say is somebody got launched.
Yeah, that one for sure. Other than that, though, Fiesta de Chupacabras from a few years back, that definitely is one that I love because it's very immersive. Love the environment, loved how we were in a sound stage, but truthfully felt like we were outdoors. It really did feel like that. To me, in my mind, I feel like that was a prequel to what Monsters of Latin America became. So those kind of all, go in the same category. And then what's the last one? Oh, Wicked Growth was also on my list. So when you said that, I was like, oh yeah, we already repeated, but everything that you said, Aaron, was like perfect. The way to explain that, like just the lore, and there was not an abundance of pumpkins in the house, like the pumpkin lord, everything. Wicked Growth definitely makes that list. Honorable mentions. I mean, After Hours Nightmare is a whole nother episode, but that'll always be my shit.
Also, Nightmare Trilogy. Shout out Nightmare Trilogy.
Yeah, right, and then like the Hollywood situation is completely different because then I could drop Holidays in Hell. I could drop Texas Chainsaw, like all
Scarecrow the Reaping.
Scarecrow. Like there's just too many to name. But my top three definitely it's A Quiet Place, Triplets, and Dolls are my top three. So there you have it, y'all. Like that's the official list. And we're gonna get all of these together. We're gonna put them out there, and we want y'all to vote. Vote. Inbox us. We'll put a poll up. Let us know, what you think are the best of these choices, and then we're gonna put together our dream lineup. How y'all feeling about this, man? I don't know what the census is gonna be.
Yeah, it's hard to say because it is all over the board.
We have such a good range.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
We really do.
Old, new, like
different genres, IP,
yeah,
originals. There's a good mix.
There is a good mix for sure.
You need that mix of stuff to really get a good poll on people, man. I'm excited about it, and I feel like we could go like all night with the honorable mentions because there's just so many houses to tap into. Because another one. What do y'all feel about Slaughterhouse Cinema? Because I didn't even
know
about that. But
Yes.
Slaughter Cinema 2, man.
Well, Kate was just saying too, for our honorable mention, because we loved this house. Case Files Unearthed was one of our favorites.
Yes.
We love that. It was so good. And obviously that's a whole more lore of HHN.
I watch that walkthrough almost every day.
It was so good.
And it was such an underdog too, because I was like, I don't know shit about this. And oh my god, we went through it so many times.
Like Monster Noir, like it was crazy. It was so good. Like I don't know.
I would also throw out Blood Moon.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know how.
I like the title of that.
Just saying,
you would have loved it.
I like the title of that.
Look it up. Watch because you would have loved it, Joanna. I know you would have.
Good.
Straight Salem witch trial.
She would have fainted.
Yeah,
probably. I have an honorable mention that I want to talk about. Jason, just because that Jason gauntlet.
I knew you get Aaron on that one.
Craig, shut up. My heart.
The gauntlet.
My heart was beating so motherfucking fast.
I was so scared, but I was also loving every minute of it. I was like,
it was dope though. It was. But I was
it
like, oh my God.
It was overwhelming. Yeah, it was cool.
I didn't think a human heart could literally beat out of someone's chest till I felt Joe's heart literally almost explode out of her chest. That
It
was
was
Because
good.
I
It
was
was
a little
scary.
nervous. I was a little nervous. He had Terrifier there. I was already fucking scared. Craig, I was like,
See, another one
He's
then,
scary.
if we're getting on an honorable mention tip, is Gawkin Monsters of the motherfucking North.
Gawkin.
Because, yo,
Oh my god.
y'all know I'm a marching band head outside of the scary world. And as soon as we walk in there and I hear tribal bass drums, you already got me. Like, I was already locked in at the beginning. So, Gawkin definitely gets some love for sure.
I was also going to say, and it'll be interesting to see, you know, what happens this year, but one of my favorites of all time was also The Darkest Deal. And it is very much Sinners vibes.
There we are.
So
yeah.
I'm interested to see how they do, because The Darkest Deal, Joanna, had a lot to do with a demon, the D word.
exactly.
But it was incredibly well done, and it's like kind of what you said with Dead Man's Pier, is like it transported you to this place. I absolutely loved that house. So I'm very interested to see how I'm sure they'll use some of those elements, because it was very much like Sinners. So I'm very interested to see how they do that this year. But that was an honorable mention for me for sure.
Darkest Deal was so great. It was, and you know, I'm like Nick. I'm not necessarily I'm not necessarily a marching band head, but I love music. My family is music centered. So when I experienced Darkest Deal, I instantly knew that it was, you know, my favorite house of that year, because like you said, dropped you in that environment. The story was pretty simple. It was easy to follow, but you know, just the environment and the storytelling throughout the house. Like you see, like the guy makes the deal with the devil. He starts out small and then he blows up, and then right as he blows up, uh, the devil gets his soul, and it's like it's simple but yet effective, and you know it's very detail oriented. So that's what makes it so great.
Yeah. And then also it's an ode to, you know, our history too, honestly. Like, we have a lot of family from Mississippi, like even people that we don't know, but I go back, I'm there every fall, obviously, for marching band things, of course, but I'm always down there, and the history, like as soon as you get down there, that history is just very heavy. So when you look at Sinners, and especially Darkest Deal, that's why I'm excited about Sinners, because if they were able to cook the way they did with Darkest Deal, then I'm almost certain I'm ready for the costumes, especially in Sinners.
I'm ready for the type of performances that, you know, because they put up the just for the Sinner's House, they put up the type of auditions that people want, like the type of people that they're looking for, and the way that, you know, things were explained. Like they like somebody gonna be on stills, they look for trapeze artists, and like, you know, all these different things. That just gets me excited, because I know how the movie is, and I know how detailed and um theme heavy it is. So I'm really looking forward, like you said, Nick, I'm really looking forward to how they execute this, and I have all the faith in the world that they gonna just knock it out the park.
Yeah, definitely not worried about it. Y'all got any more honorable mentions? How we feeling? Any honorable mention is a good mention.
I will say, I'm gonna say Our Fellows Twisted Origins, because
Uh,
um for people who didn't know the lore really, um they kind of told a story that told a story about, you know, Jack and Oddfellow's origins, and how, you know, Jack became Jack. He was on a rampage, and he got caught up in Oddfellow circus. Oddfellow was like, "See, I'm already on the run for my wrongdoings. You ain't gonna get me caught up." Kills himself in the box, gets into the Iverse, which ties into Chaos and Control this year. So,
yeah,
you know, but that the way that house was able to tell that story is like really great. I love a good circus themed house, um, and the different ways they were just able to, tell the story of Dr. Oddfellow and everything.
Yeah.
That gets an honorable mention for me. You already mentioned Triple Terror, amazing. As soon as I felt those raindrops, I was like, oh yeah, you already we started hyping the house, so I was like, forget what everybody else talking about. We finna be in for a treat.
Yeah.
But like you said, like the critique I would say is that they put that podcast intro like on the outside speaker so that we do get more exposition. That's like my only gripe with that. I would say my last honorable mention would probably be um, Universal Monsters Legends Collide, because that facade alone was amazing. The full moon at the top, the mummy sarcophagus,
Yeah, all the Egyptian hieroglyphics everywhere.
literally,
Yeah.
and that triple scare at the end, that floored me. I'm not gonna lie, that floored me too. That's a house that floored me. So, and also shout out to Texas Chainsaw in LA, because when me, Nick, and Yuri was walking through, I forgot. I think Leatherface got these two Asian guys that was turning the corner. He got them so good that they both dropped in front of my legs.
Yo,
and Nick was like, Craig, what's going on? You good? I was like, man, they just dropped at my leg. They almost tumbled. Like, I almost got tumbled. That's crazy.
I really thought it was Craig the whole time. I was like, I guess Craig is the chosen one. Like, they just been getting him all night, but no, it was just a group in front of us. But it just caused like a domino effect, and everybody was just like backing up. Oh man, that was classic. Well, y'all, what you got? Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I wanted to say.
She said, "Wait, I thought of a few more."
So I wanted to shout out Ben because he's an honorary Doom buddy. But he was talking about his one of his favorites was Yeti campground kills. He loved that one. And I actually thought that was really good house too. It was good.
The one that should have been.
You see that, Joe? You see that?
The one that should have been Bigfoot's, because why was a Yeti down there, and why are you telling me a Yeti was there? There's 3 inches of snow on the roof. That does not even make any type of sense. And the Yeti was just standing there in the corners. No, I don't know. No. I like Ben. Though. We love Ben.
I thought the same thing. I was like, it should be Bigfoot. I really did. It should be.
Thank you. See,
it's fair. Mm-hmm. It's fair.
But I'll say this though. Two campground kills. I actually thought that Gawkin was going to be a spinoff or some sort of relation to what Campground Kills was. And I do think had they done that, that would have been really cool. Not saying that Gawkin wasn't great, but it was more of like, I guess was that Appalachia, like deep Appalachian horror or something like that.
Yep, in my neck of the woods. Yep.
Yeah, but that I definitely thought that Campground Kills and Gawkin were gonna tie into one another.
I mean, I feel like we could keep going.
I know, we could just sit here forever.
We were just like, Five Nights at Freddy's was really good, like especially for fans of
I'm surprised Kate didn't bring that up.
I know. I was like, I gotta hold it in.
Are you ready for some fans?
I gotta hold it in.
I'm like, that was too selfish.
I mean, that's got a huge fandom for one. I mean, we were just geeking out that Jim Henson's company did the puppets. Like, like that's such cool. You're literally standing in the presence of like greatness when you're walking through that house. So I mean, that's got to be an honorable mention.
That's why there's layers to it, like you're saying with like Wyatt Six and like how that brought that element to it. The same thing with the silly. I know Five Nights at Freddy's is silly, but like,
but it's also like again, like it's You know, like we may not get how much Craig loves Wyatt Six, but he is a super fan of WWE, and people who are appreciated and loved that house. People like us who love puppeteering and we like weird things like that. That house was good for us. So HHN really
They
has
check all the boxes.
yeah, it has a place for every person, every person's likes and dislikes. They get people who don't like clowns, like you know, they get you. They get people who don't like dolls, me, like you know, but in such a fun and playful way that also is scary. So they just know what they're doing. They know how to use the IPs in the right way, and they know how to
be creative and come up with their own stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah. And y'all, you hit it right on the head. They get you in any kind of way that they can. What one house that might not hit for certain people might be a banger for 300 more. You know what I'm saying? Like it just depends.
They got a house for everybody's taste, and that's what's so great about it.
Yep. And with that being said, we need another announcement because you can't drop Jack and I fellow
TikTok.
Yeah. You can't follow with sinners and then there's just nothing. But that's cool though.
We went down there to Five and
cooking.
Dime expecting an announcement, and we got disappointed.
Listen, I was literally going to say that. Like,
That's
how did they make an
wild.
announcement every Spooky Empire except for this one? That's wild. I was like,
talked to some staff at Spooky Empire while we were there, and they said that they tried their hardest to make it happen, but I think because of the fact that they got MegaCon and that it was such an enormous panel too. Like I saw the Spooky Empire panel rooms while I was down there, and they're nowhere near the size of what you guys are in. So I really think because they did that big one, they were like, well, we did our panel for the year. That really would have been cool. I mean, we definitely we flew down there like, all right, we're gonna get it. Like it's Spooky Empire, it's gonna happen. We were at Five and Dime waiting on them to put some new shirts out there, and then put shit out there. So we were like, all right, we're about to go get on Transformers instead. We just went out on the ride.
We finna become some freedom fighters. Forget all this.
For real. Well, we still kicked it though, because we're gonna make a trip out of it regardless. So it was a good time.
Well,
maybe next year, y'all.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
this got me looking forward to Midsummer Scream though,
Yeah.
because they got a panel, so they finna cook. Something's telling me that they gonna
That's
drop
a Hollywood
some
panel, so who knows?
Yeah.
Because I want to know what's going on with the Terror Tram out there. So
I mean, like I was saying on the last episode, they're doing a 30th anniversary of Scream at Midsummer. So maybe we get a Scream House announcement finally. You never know.
Oh God, dude. If y'all don't have Express for that, you're not gonna see it. I'm just letting you know right now. It's just not gonna happen. So run the credit card on it. Do whatever you got to do. Go broke. Be hurting later. I'm getting the Express. I ain't missing that. Well, this was fun, man. We had a blast tonight. Doom Buddies, we always appreciate you all for being on, and we're excited to know that you all will be on again for the finale of this two-part series. So once again, for everybody listening, we're going to put this out, this list, and we're going to have you all vote. You all are kind of going to create it for us, and we're going to go back in and talk about it on the next episode and come up with that dream lineup as if it was coming up this year. Joe, we appreciate you for being on. You're always hopping on the show. We appreciate it. And Not Scary Farm is starting to cook a little bit, and Craig and I are going to be covering that. Hallow Scream, they're starting to cook a little bit. We're also covering that. If you're in the Orlando area, definitely go check them out because we had a blast last year. It's a great HHN pregame. It's awesome. It's a really cool event to go to. And we're going to hop into the lore a little bit because now they're introducing their own icons too. So we're just trying to do some research and learn more of our information before we come on here and talk about it because we don't want to seem like we don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna put it all together, come back with it, and we hope that you all enjoyed this episode. Be sure to follow the Doom Buddies. You know where you can find them at. It'll be linked here in the description, of course. Follow. Watch the reels. They be cooking up some good, really cool, funny reels too. Like that Jersey Shore when y'all did last summer. That shit is still peak. Like that was hilarious. Loved it. But we will catch y'all on the next one. So